Hello, everyone. I'm back with another podcast review, and today I'm going to review the latest episode of The Oval. The title of the latest episode of The Oval was titled Off the Deep End. Before I get started with this review, I want you guys to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, if you know of any other popular television shows that you would like for me to review, you can leave it in the comment section below this video. All right, so let's get started. This episode starts off with the agents waking Victoria up. The agents went to Victoria's room, and they were ordered to get her out of bed and arrest her by Hunter. And as we know, during the episode before last episode, it was revealed that Victoria collaborated with the DEA agent to lace Hunter's drugs with fentanyl, and Victoria denied it. She wanted to have a conversation with Hunter and to let him know what was really going on, but Hunter wasn't willing to have a conversation with her in private like Victoria wanted to. And I'm wondering if the recording that Hunter was provided was a fake recording. When the White House agents get to Victoria's room, they're telling her to get out of bed, but Victoria's not getting out of bed. She thinks that she's sleeping. And because Victoria refused to get out of bed, the female agent that was with Agent Isaac drags her out of the bed. And then that's when later on during the scene, the female agent tases Victoria. And this reminded me of the scene when Victoria tased Gail. So, it all kind of came back around on the First Lady. Bobby has proof of Victoria and Eli having sex. He hid a camera in the Oval, and he said that Simone had seen the video. I don't remember in any of the previous episodes of Simone seeing a video of Victoria and Eli having sex. Now, I remember Priscilla, she was provided a video. She was shown a video of Sam and Victoria having sex, but I don't remember on any of the previous episodes of Simone being provided a video of Victoria having sex with Eli. Alan, he calls the two FBI agents and tells them that Jason was at his apartment. The two FBI agents, turns out that they're actually either dating or they're married, because they were saying that they love each other. They were saying, "You're the woman that I love, you're the man that I love." So it turns out those two are dating. The agents drag Victoria to the residence where Hunter is. They drag Victoria to Hunter's room, and Hunter confronts Victoria. Like I mentioned, Hunter plays the recording of Victoria talking with the DEA agent, and Victoria wanted to tell him what was really going on, but Hunter wasn't listening. He didn't want to hear anything. He just, he doesn't even know what to do with Victoria at this moment, because he thinks that Victoria was behind plotting. She was plotting to kill him behind his back. So Victoria is taken to the bunker because Hunter ordered the agents to take her to the bunker. And he said that they've already, tased her. And, the next would be to shoot. And so good thing that she just agreed to go to the bunker instead of, resisting, because we didn't want, the First Lady getting shot or anything worse happening to her. But I will say, I wonder if Simone's going to find out that Victoria is in the bunker, because Victoria had Simone taken to the bunker after the fight between those two. She ordered the agents to take her to the bunker. And now it's interesting how it's turning back around on Victoria, and now her husband has ordered to put her in a bunker, except this bunker looks different. This bunker actually has a cell, it's actually a mini prison. The one that Victoria was, the bunker that Victoria was taken to looks like a mini prison. I don't remember the bunker that Simone was in looking like a prison. Hunter wants to get Agent Eli as well. However, it's overruled because Eli is still technically the president. And Hunter has a conversation with Agent Isaac, and he says a lot. He tells the agent a lot. He tells him about how Jason is actually alive. He tells the agent how Victoria was trying to kill Jason. And he also tells Agent Isaac about the affair that Victoria and Eli were having, and he's telling him a lot, and I wonder if this agent, if he can really trust this agent, because this is someone new. This is someone that Hunter hasn't worked with before. So I wonder how the dynamic between Agent Isaac and Hunter is going to turn out, because once. Hunter mentioned once he becomes president again, once he's sworn back into the Oval, he wants to make Agent Isaac his new chief of staff, because right now Donald is considered his chief of staff. And on before this scene ends, Hunter wants to know if Agent Isaac is familiar with like psychological warfare, and Agent Isaac says yes, and Hunter wants Agent Isaac to psychologically torture Victoria while she's in the bunker. Okay, and we get to this next scene. Kyle and Dale, they have a scene. They have a drink. Kyle offers Dale some drugs, but Dale, he doesn't want any of the drugs. Dale refuses, and he mentions how Donald shot him. I really didn't see a lot of chemistry between those two. The scene between Kyle and Dale was a complete snooze. We get to this next scene with Simone calling Donald, and Simone wants answers, because Priscilla already told Simone how Victoria and Eli, Eli is Simone's husband, she was already told that Eli and Victoria was caught having sex in the Oval. So, she's drinking, Simone's drunk, and she ends up calling Donald. And she wants to know, she wants Donald to tell her everything that he knows, because she's upset because of the affair that Victoria and Eli are having. Simone mentions to Donald how she knows about the affair that Kyle and Donald is having, and she knows about the affair that Victoria and Eli is having. And Donald apologizes to her, and he shows her just a little sympathy. Once that phone call ends, Eli shows up, and Eli asks Simone like who she was talking to on the phone. And it's interesting how Eli wants Simone, to answer his questions when, he wants to know who she was talking to on the phone, but he's not honest with her when, he was talking to the first lady on the phone. Sam and Richard, they have a scene, and but before I get to that scene, before I get to the scene with Sam and Richard, I want to piggyback on to when I was talking about the scene between Eli and Simone. Eli, he's refusing to be honest about the affair that he's having with Victoria, and he's trying to make it seem like Simone is crazy. Yeah, he's trying to make it seem like she's some crazy person that can't handle her liquor. He's just, being completely, insensitive, and he's just being completely dishonest. We get to this scene with Sam and Richard. Richard is drunk. As we know, Sam found Richard at a bar during the last episode, and they're, having a conversation, and Richard mentions that he probably needs to get a DNA test on Barry. And I was thinking the same thing, because I remember the person, I forgot the person's name that was killed a few seasons. He was killed on one of the seasons a few seasons back. It was like he was supposed to be Barry's cousin, but it turned out that was actually Nancy's son that she had with Richard's father. So I wouldn't be surprised if Barry's not his either. So yeah, he does need to get a DNA test on Barry. Let's see what else happened. There weren't a lot of highlights during this episode. Yeah, Kareem and Antonio, they were in the bunker, and Victoria is dragged to the same bunker that Kareem and Antonio are in. And this episode ends off with Nancy and Priscilla. They're in the kitchen. They're just talking. Nancy made Priscilla a nice breakfast and packed her a nice lunch. Priscilla's not able to stay that long because she has to get to work. Nancy said that she needed to check to see if her credit cards was turned off by Richard. So she calls the credit card company, because she says, first she checks her purse and sees that her credit card isn't in there. She said that the last person that had her credit card was Barry. And then she was like, "Oh, Barry had my credit card. This might be a key, cause Barry." I like doing my Nancy voice, but yeah, she's like, Nancy says that this might be a key because um, Barry was the last person that had her credit card. So, maybe if they can find out what the last purchase was on the credit card, it might reveal where Barry is, or it might at least, like, lead to a trail of where Barry might be. This episode ends off with Jason attacking Nancy. He puts a knife to her neck, and the episode goes off and get a promo for next week. I don't know why Jason is at Priscilla's house. Priscilla and Jason only had like one or two scenes together in previous seasons. I don't see why he would even go to Priscilla's house. I know I can understand why he would go to, go to Alan's house. I understand why he would go to Alan's apartment, but I don't understand why he would go to Priscilla's house. And I don't know what he expects to get from Nancy, because those two have no connection. Well, now what I will say is no one's going to believe Nancy when if she tells people that the first son, Jason, attacked her, because as we know, she was recently in the hospital and for having like hallucinations. So people probably aren't going to believe her because everyone thinks that Jason is dead. Well, the public thinks that Jason is dead. There are a select few of people that know that Jason is still alive, but for the most part, a lot of people think that Jason is not alive. So I think that if she does try to tell people that she was attacked by the first son, I think that Priscilla might believe her, because she knows Priscilla's aware of what's goes on behind the scenes in the White House. So, Priscilla might believe her, but for the most part, I don't think Richard would believe her. But that was pretty much it. There weren't a lot of highlights during this episode, but yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast review. I will give this episode a rating of 6 to 7 out of 10. Yeah, a 6 to 7 out of 10. That's what I'm going to give. That's the rating that I'm going to give this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast review. Make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you can leave comments in the comment section below this video. All right, you guys have a good one. You take care. Bye-bye.